Hello, everybody. This is Renee Barker from Psychic Soul Senses again. This is the second part of my video series explaining my contact, my out of body experience, and some of the things that I have gone through, gifts and stuff that I have displayed throughout my life. So, I hope everybody is doing well again. So, on my first video, I had explained some of the things that I had done from the time I was a child and about some of the information that I got on my out of body experience just recently, a couple years ago. Well, I want to pick up where I left off on the last video, which is where I had explained my last astro projection, which was after my brother had passed away. But I want to go back to when he passed away, because at that point I was 8 years old, and he was the first spirit or soul to cross over that I communicated with. Okay, so what I wanted to go back to on that was I had always been in communication, obviously, with my guides or voices of some kind, because they always communicated with me and talked to me about stuff. And they would show up in my dreams. They would guide me in meditations. Like, this was a common thing that I've been through in my life. I had stopped talking about it at one point, because my mom pretty much said I was crazy. I would be crazy if I believed in this stuff. And that I would be taken away. That was like a big fear. A big, big fear. I didn't want to be taken away. So, I had told my mother 2 weeks before my brother had passed that he was going to die. And this was in 1986. No, sorry, 1981. So, in 1981, two weeks before my brother passed, I felt something up. I was playing with my friends and I had felt something, and I stopped in the woods. They ran through. We were playing hide and seek. They came back for me and was like, hey, Renee, trying to get my attention. It seemed like a lot of flashes throughout my life would come real fast like that, and I would kind of like drift off, almost like I wasn't there for the moment. So, they was like, "Are you okay?" And I said I needed to run home and tell my mom. I thought really in my mind probably that my mom could stop it, at that age. What can you say? So, my mom was like, "Oh no, that's crazy. Nothing's going to happen to your brother." The funny thing is, the universe works with you. Let me tell you, because I was grounded. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. And my mom, the night that my brother passed, she was like, "Hey, you want to go spend the night at your friend's house?" I said I thought I was grounded. We owned a restaurant, and in the back of the restaurant is where my brother and I would stay while my parents worked late in the restaurant. We had a TV and a bed and couch and stuff and a kitchen. Well, that night, Mom let me go stay with my friend, and lo and behold, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was setting up, crying, I need to go home. And my friend was like, at first I didn't realize I was crying in my sleep. I was asleep. And she shook me awoke, and when I woke up, she said, "You were sitting here crying, what's wrong?" And I said, something's wrong with my brother, I need to get home. And she said, "It's not quite daylight, my parents aren't going to let you leave." And I said, "I have to go home." So, I guess I made enough noise. My friend's dad gave me a flashlight and let me walk. It was like a block away. It wasn't that far. So, and sure enough, I get home, and my parents are gone, the car's gone. Like, I knew it. I knew it. There was no other explanation. I knew it. And, well, my parents were probably gone all day. When they got home, of course, my mom wanted to know how I knew. How did I know that my brother was going to die? Now, as I got older, like, I knew the next year about my grandfather and my grandmother, because it happened in 1 year, like threes. It happened 1, 2, 3. So, but I kind of shut it off after that until the day of the funeral. That was the night that I sat up in my bed. A light came in my bedroom, and I sat up in my bed, and my brother walked in. Now, my brother could not walk, and he could not talk in life. He walked up to me, and I sat up, and I said, "Hey, you can walk, you can talk." And he said, "Yes, and I'm going to be just fine, and I love you, and I love your mom and dad. I love mom and dad and everybody, and it's going to be fine." And I said, "I want to go with you, Bubby. Can I go with you?" He said, "No, you can't go with me. You have to stay here." He said, "I will be with you every step of the way. I'm going to be watching out for you every step of the way." And that's it. He walked away. I was crying, and Dad came and woke me up and told me, "Hey, it was just a dream." It was not just a dream. That was my first contact. I will get into more of my contact stories, because of course that's what that one led into, but I wanted to communicate to you about how we have those inner voices. We have those inner voices, and they talk to us and communicate with us. And I did not know that we have a guide, so to speak, for every part of our conscious brain in our body, which would be our gut, our heart, and our crown, our brain, third eye. And I'm going to flood my channel today with my experiences, because I am beside myself almost that. I've been looking for confirmation, guys, since March 22nd, 2019, since I completely woke up and was downloaded all kinds of information. I was downloaded this information about Earth and our frequencies, and how you have to raise your vibration, and matter's going to be changing, and he was telling me he was going to be my guide, and just you name it. And then this woman, which by my last video, I will put the information in there, and I don't care if I got to pay for YouTube today. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to do something where I can share that video and She said the same thing that my husband told me when he passed away. It's amazing. So that proves that, because to me it was a spiritual thing. But I understand now that magic, spirituality, aliens, all that stuff is connected. Because I have another contact story where I have communicated with another entity. And I think she was me in the future. And it's amazing to me. And he also told me that this stuff is going to be happening more and more. We're just now tapping into it. And we need to unite, guys. And we need to do this. We need to talk about it. And we need to be open. And I'm scared, but I'm doing it. You all have a blessed day. I'm probably going to put my next video out in the next couple hours. Namaste. Love and light, guys.